Hi, Voice Explainer here. Today I'm going to explain a movie named The Insidious. In the beginning of the movie, Renai wakes up and looks at the photo in an album. Dalton, her son, joins Renai and they both look at the photos together. Dalton comes across a childhood photo of his mother and inquires about his father Josh's childhood photo. Renai tells Dalton that there are no childhood photos of his father because he was careless with them. Later, Renai places her book on the book rack, but someone throws it. Renai thinks these books perhaps have been thrown by kids. She scolds her kids, but the kids actually had not thrown those books, but some evil powers. As Josh leaves for a job, Renai tackles the whole house and then starts singing practice. Then she hears the crying sound of her young baby girl and she goes to silence the baby. She keeps her baby girl quiet. In spite of this, baby girl is weeping continuously. The attic door is opened automatically when Dalton is playing at night. Dalton moves to attic and sleeps from ladder while switching on the light. And seeing a figure there, he begins to scream. His screaming is heard by Rena and Josh. And they come to Dalton running. Dalton does not tell that which thing made him fearful. He only tells them that he was fallen from ladder. He receives a little bit injury on his head and feet falling down. And Josh takes him into his room. Renai has been searching her music sheet box since morning. She finds that box is in attic and that music box was at that side where Dalton was frightened seeing a thing. Next morning, Dalton does not awaken when Josh wakes him up. Renai and Josh takes him in the hospital where they get this news that Dalton has led to coma. And the strange thing was this doctor were unable to tell the reason of Dalton's coma. Having his all medical tests clear, they were not understanding anything. Their house is shown 3 months later. They have taken Dalton back to house, but Dalton is still not recovered but in coma. While practicing singing, Rina hears the different voices from the baby room through baby monitor and those sounds volume is gradually increased and then that baby girl begin to cry. Then Renai moves there running but finds no more. Renai seconds and Foster says to her at night, I want to change my room. When the reason is asked, he tells that Dalton sleepwalks at night. As a result, he is frightened although Foster's room is in front of Dalton. And Rina ignores his warning because Dalton was in coma. Foster wakes up at midnight. He notices the front room where Dalton is sleeping. Feeling fear, he shuts his room door. Then he feels as someone is walking out of his room. Then Foster hurriedly moves to his bed in fear. When Josh and Rena are in their room, their main door is knocked. Josh goes for checking but there is no more. Josh is returning back to his room, shutting the door and setting the security alarm. But the security alarm triggers loudly, then Josh quickly goes there and checks. And he finds the open door, he shuts the door and also snoozes alarm. Then Rena hears the weeping sound of her baby girl going in her baby girl's room. She notices a man. Seeing him, she screams calling Josh. As Josh comes there hurriedly, she tells there was a man in their baby girl's room. Josh looks around the room. When Josh arrives at the main door, he discovers the opener door that he had previously closed. Josh also does the same at this time, closing the door and snoozing the alarm. He also checks the whole house as what is the matter. Is there anyone in the house? Then we also see that Dalton was not recovering even after a long time, and doctors were unable to diagnose the reason, and Renai finds a blood-stained of handprint on the bed of Dalton. Noticing it, she is afraid badly and she tells George, but he arrives at a little time. Consequently, a little quarrel is held between them. Renai tells George that this house is possessed and the mysterious occurrences are occurring from that day when they came here. She thought as there is something in this house and the things are also moved from one place to another. Renai dreams at night and she dreamed Dalton with a demon and wakes up. Then Renai notices a walking dark figure outside and then a man enters in her room. Adrena starts screaming fearfully because that man makes her frightened. Josh immediately comes there. Renai says to him that she does not want to live in this house anymore because this house is cursed. They shift in another house, leaving it. Josh's mother Lauren also accompanies them from their help in shifting. Lauren is left astonished seeing a photo that Josh has taken his photo with his family. Renai is also feeling something strange in this house. She encounters a child ghost there, and all doors of house are opened and closed themselves. Rina observes that child ghost has hidden in Dalton's room moving there. Rina is again a friend. She calls father and then tells to Josh that the Satan of previous house has also come here with them. She also informs about the child ghost to him and Lauren favors Rina on it. Josh's mother tells her that she has dreamt of Satan. When I asked it why is it there, what does it want, then it is reply, I need Dalton. While conversing, Lauren notices the same Satan at the backside of Josh. She is frightened of seeing it. Meanwhile, sounds are heard from Dalton's room. They run to his room. They find scattered things of that room, as someone has thrown things here and there. Even Dalton was also fallen down from his bed. Observing all this, Rina is more terrified. Then Lauren calls the paranormal investigator Elise. Elise arrives at home and visiting in Dalton's room. She feels the presence of Satan there. Elise encounters the Satan with its intention as it has come here for Dalton. She informs to Rina and Josh that Dalton is not in coma. He is in this state because of his matchless trait, and due to this trait, the Dalton spirit can move to another place, leaving his world. And Dalton's spirit has entrapped in such a world where the dead people resides. It means Dalton's spirit has moved to purgatory state, so leaving the house did not make any difference because their house was not haunted, but Dalton demon is proceeding towards Dalton because of his presence of there. So that is may witchcraft him because it is not easy to witchcraft human beings, so all Satans are trying it for a long time. And Josh goes to Dalton. He says to him, give me a clue if you can listen me. And a sketch page is dropped down in Dalton's made sketches. Lifting that pencil sketch, Josh also notices the other drawn sketches of Dalton. There is also a demon sketch among them. Then Josh realizes Elise was correct. Elise and her partner tried to contact Dalton and successful to an extent. Dalton could hear their voices and also responds. Dalton tells them that he is afraid from a man whose face is full of fire. And Dalton fears to talk with them because he was horrified that the demon may hear their conversation. Frightened, Dalton says fearfully that demon has heard us. At the same time, some paranormal activities begin to happen with them, and Dalton comes to them rising from his bed, and he hurls everything in his surrounding using his power which is possessed. And he also thrown the table and other things here and there. And other demon also arrives there while a demon scares Rina, catching her, and Josh also notices it. While rescuing Rina, Josh is thrown far by demon, and during this time Elise tries to take Satan out of Dalton. Everything comes its normal routine and Dalton falls down. Actually, Dalton is still in coma, and in the recorded content of happened incident a time ago, we are shown Satan standing behind Dalton, who wanted to possess him, and he was regulating Dalton. Lauren tells Josh that he used to fear at bedtime when he was 8 years old, and he used to tell his mother seeing an old lady. Josh was terrified for that old lady, but Lauren never paid attention on it. And when she looks the photo of Josh, that old lady was also with him in photos. The purpose of that lady was to possess Josh, taking him to purgatory state. She says that she had saved Josh, taking help from Elise. Elise had rooted out all horrible thoughts in his mind. But Josh is afraid from photography, and this is the reason that no photo of his childhood was in the photo album. Elise tells him only Josh can protect Dalton now. He can bring Dalton here going into the purgatory state. And she wants it should be secret before them that you belong to this world. You should be careful. Otherwise they can come here to possess your body. And then Josh moves to another world searching Dalton. At the same time, he encounters many demons going ahead. He also finds Dalton whose feet were chained. They both meet with each other. Dalton tells Josh there is a Satan who has imprisoned him here. Josh frees Dalton from those chains, and that Satan notices him. That Satan attacks on Josh, but Josh somehow escapes from there, taking Dalton. Josh is surrounded by many demons, so he is not coming back easily. Then Rina is shouting in order to help Josh, and he immediately enters the house, dropping Dalton there. In an effort to return to his own body, Dalton begins to explore and search for his body in various places, and Satan appears before Dalton in a moment which tries to stop him. Then Dalton runs, but Satan also runs after him, but Dalton reaches to his body running. Then we see that Josh encounters the same old lady who was seen in his childhood. Josh screams on it, asking to leave. Josh says to go away, leave me alone. I'm not afraid of you. Then we come to know that Josh is actually outside the house, while that old spirit is inside, and Josh and Dalton come into senses and everyone is seeing them. And Dalton is now in consciousness and alright, and everyone is safe. Elise and her partners are returning with their luggage. Then Josh and Elise converse with each other, and Josh returns his old photo to Elise. While taking photos, Elise is surprised seeing his hands. She takes photo of him. Josh is got furious on it. Here we know that old lady spirit has possessed Josh's body, and Josh's spirit has become entangled in another world. He attacks Elise and kills her by choking her. And during this time, Renee hears the voice of Elise and goes to check her. Reaching there, she becomes horrified seeing the dead body of Elise, and she sees the photo of Josh, which is actually the photo of old lady spirits in that camera. He is astonished and also frightened. Meanwhile, Josh appears at her backside. Consequently, Renee is terrified, and movie also ends with it. Thank you for watching.